What's up, brick builders? Today's build is the Batmobile, the Penguin Chase, set number 76181. Year it came out was 2021, age group 8 plus, number of parts 392. Price in 2021 was $24.99. Current value, if you have a mint seal box set, you're looking at £30. Used, £12 to £18. Hello folks, Sean from BRIT'N Bricks. Welcome to another video. This is a cool build. It's a little bit like the Speed Champ. The Batmobile is a little bit like the Speed Champions, let's say. Not the rest of it. You get two minifigures with it, Penguin and the Batman. Very, very cool. We got, yeah, as you can see, it's a little bit Speed Champions kind of based. So it's a very, very solid build. Let's dive in, shall we? All right, here we go, folks. There's our parts spread around all over the place. It's tires, got some projectiles, wheel rims, and yeah, let's jump in. There's 3 bags to this build, so we got the Penguin and Batman. So starting off with the minifigs, we're going to be pick up Batman's cowl. We got the head print here with 2 sides, 1 and 2. And he's got that white band around the top there. That makes the eyes on Batman's cowl turn white. So just got to pop that in there. And as you can see, his eyes are white. Next we want his torso. Now his torso looks really, really good. Very nice printing on the front and the back. And we go pop his cape on. Like that. His head on there just to keep his cape in place, and then we want some legs. Now there we go. Legs have got printing on the front as well, which is nice, but there's no printing on the back of his legs. Now we want a batarang. Let's give him a batarang. Here we go. Let's pop that in his little handy there, and there you have Batman. He's very cool. He's very cool looking little minifigure, that one. Very good printing. I'll pop him over there. Next is the Penguin. I'm trying not to say the Joker. Penguin, now, that's an interesting one. Where is he? Oh, there's his torso. There's his legs. So his torso's got a nice print on the front there. Jacket, tie, the purple tie, the iconic purple tie. And some lines on the back of his jacket. His legs also have some printing on there to carry on these lines of his jacket, so that makes it like a trench coat or a long coat. He's got like a pinstripe suit, which is nice. No printing on the back of his legs. And we've got a head, so we got this interesting looking scowl there, or we got this rather angry looking face. I'm going to put that on there. And he's got this hair piece is very smooth, bit Dracula style, bit vampire style, as you can see there. Look, it's pretty cool. Nice little mini figure. Can't say minifigure. Pop that over there. Next, we're going to build Penguin's weapon, which is like this bazooka style thing. We're going to use this shooter here, and this is in flat silver and dark bluish grey. And first of all, we need a sippy cup piece. We got a sippy cup piece there, and we got this bar that looks like a dumbbell or an odd-looking lightsaber. I'm going to put a sippy cup piece on each side, and you got to put the bars, these little bars, in side that like that. So you got to put that little pin in there like that, and there we go, like wider, I guess, or bigger dumbbells. Next we want the shooter, so we put the shooter, and that's going to go on the back of the shooter like that. And now you have this bazooka style weapon. It is a stud shooter, so front load it. As soon as you load it, this pin will come up like that. You see that pin's just come up. There's a nice little click, and it's very powerful. I'm not going to bounce it off my ring, it will go everywhere. And just push the bar down and out it comes. So we're not going to load that, but that's Penguin's bazooka type thing. And then he's also got this Uzi looking weapon. Definitely looks like an Uzi. I'm going to stick that in his hand. Like that. And the bazooka in the other hand. If it will go. These are the tricky things about minifigures, aren't they? To put the item in there without it breaking off. There we go. Right, he's not loaded, so don't trust him. So we're going to build the Batmobile. We're going to start off with this rather large 6x8. I think that's a 6x8. Or was it 6x10? That's 6x8. Light bluish grey plate. And we're going to put a 2x4 across the top right hand corner there, like that. And then we're going to put another 2x4 dark bluish grey and another 2x4 dark bluish grey. And then we've got a 1x6 dark tan plate going straight down like that. So you have something like that. So 2x4, 2x4, 1x6. And we're going to add that to this rather Speed Champion looking base plate, and it's going to go all the way under to the dark tan plate. So you can see the size of the vehicle is getting quite big already. Next we're going to add 2 corner plates, and 2 corner plates are going to go into these light bluish grey studs here. So we want 2 black corner plates, and you want them so that the L is going down and the bottom piece peeking out is right close to this Speed Champion's stud base plate. And I want another L plate. There we go. And again, I'm going to have that bar going down like that. Next, we're going to add 2 white brackets. One of these is 1x1 bracket with the stud hanging down, and you're just going to have that hanging off the edge like that. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're extending these studs effectively down the side here like that. And then in between we've got what looks like a sand blue 1x4 plate is going to go in between those two like that. And then we've got a 1x8 going across the back of that. So we've got a 1x8 plate. There we go. It's going to go straight across the back like that. Next we have the 2, these like CMF minifig stands. CMF stands for collectible minifigure, and you would usually get these plates with your CMFs. The CMFs are those packets of minifigures that you would see in the store at the moment. So we're going to pop that on one side and that one on the other side like that. So we've already got this smooth area, which is kind of nice. It's probably going to be engine bay or something like that. And we're going to turn it upside down with the grey plate to the right hand side, or should we say at the top. And we're going to put a 2x6 white plate across there like that. Underneath this area here. Then we're going to put 2 1x3 plates, and those are going to go on each side of the white 2x6 like that. And then on these one stud area here, we're going to put a 1x1 light bluish grey stud. Not the flowers, we've got flowers as well. Now these are open studs. So we're going to put one there and one there, like that. And then on these 2 here that are sticking out, we're going to put 1x1 black plates. That's a cheese wedge. 1x1 black plates. There's one. It's just going to go under there. It's just going to even this area out. And this one, oops, this one there, like that. Next, we've got these rather large, I think these are 2x16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. These two tan 2x16 plates, and that's going to go underneath the base plate here, but they're going to go from this corner here. See that? And you just go pop that on there like that, and then same with that one on the other side, and you got this nice solid running base under there. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of detail with the, I think these are 3 stud. Yeah, the 4 stud actually. The 4 stud angle plates. You've got the left hand and right hand side, so I'm just going to find the other one. And we need that as well. There's the other one. And we need that as well. Right. So to find the location of where we're going to put those angle plates, we're going to use these plates here. These are the 1x5 Technic plates. And you're going to start from the grey stud here, like that. And go do the same thing on the other side, like that. And now we know where our angle plates are going. So the angle plates are going to go just behind that and finish on the edge of this 1 stud area that's sticking out. Do that on the other side, and then we have this nice little bit of flare detail there. I'm going to turn it back over and we're going to do a little bit of interior work. So we got dark tan. Is it dark tan or is it tan? I think that's dark tan. Is there any dark tan 1x2s? No, it's going to be tan 1x2s. And we're going to put one in the top right hand side in the bay here, and then we're going to put another one in the top left hand side like that. And then we've got an open stud 1x1 light grey stud going right in the middle like that, in between the two. Next we've got 2x4 dark bluish grey plates going to go straight across here. It's going to cover this blue plate, so you're going to pop that on the top like so. And then we're going to put a 1x6 dark tan plate just above that, like that. And then we're going to use 2x2 dark bluish grey curved bricks. 2x2 dark bluish grey curved bricks. There's one, and it's going to go from the tan plate like that. And I want another one. There you go, like that. There we go. So you're getting this nice little interior build here. So now we're going to do the front end here. We're going to use these rather cool, I think that's going to be a 2x3 because it's 3 studs long, and it's about 1 brick high plate. We've got 4 of those, and they're going to go underneath this white 6 stud area here. One's going to overhang. Okay, one is going to overhang. So we've got that on one side, and we're just going to do the same thing on the other side, which is kind of cool. Extends the front a little bit. I think this is the front. I want another one of those. There it is, like that. And then we're going to put a 2x2. Actually, we're going to take the 2x2 red brick with 2 studs on the front there, and we're going to put a 1x2 dark bluish grey plate underneath it. So we want a 1x2 dark bluish grey plate. That's going to go underneath like so, and then that's just going to sit, this red plate is just going to sit on those 2 dark bluish grey studs at the front like that. So again, it's going to overhang. So we've extended the body. This is, yeah, you can see the size of it now. It's really starting to stretch out. Are we finished with it though? That's the question. So we got 2x3 green plate is just going to go in behind that, or in front of that red brick there. And then we've got this white stud area here, this 2 white stud area here, and that's going to be for a 1x2 orange jumper plate. So it's 1x2 orange jumper plate in the middle there. This green and orange, or red, green and orange. This seems, I think this symbolizes something. It's probably Joker or something like that. Like an Easter egg. There might not be. I might be making it up. And we're going to use the 1x6 Technic bricks, and those are just going to go underneath these plates here, like that, in line with the plates, like so. There we go. Nice solid base. And just in front, or just at the top of these dark bluish grey plates, we're going to put two 2x2 light bluish grey plates. And that, whoops, should stop things pinging about, probably. You never know. We're going to use another one of those 1x1 white brackets, just to give some more studs. So, just on the side there, and you can see this whole line of studs is forming here. So it's quite clever, or quite cool building technique to acquire some paneling area. And then just to the left and the right hand side of these, or just on the inside of these white plates, we've got, I think these are going to be trans orange 1x1 circular plates, like so. There we go. And the next bit is trans. We're going to put some trans orange plates here as well. So there's going to go on the bottom left of this plate here, and then bottom right of this plate here, like so. So they're inside. And then we're going to do 1x6 plates going up here. This is going to be the dark tan plates, 1x6 dark tan plates. It's going to go from the trans orange to the trans orange. It's going to go on top. So it probably marks where those plates were going to go, which is kind of cool. I like that in Lego sets. You know, that some colors do relate to other colors to where the parts are going to go. It's like a map. And then another 1x6 dark tan across the top. So you've got this kind of arch on the top here. And then we're going to use L plates on each side of these arches here, these front arches. So we want a black L plate, and this one is going to go long ways and out. So we got long ways and out on the other side, like that. And then we're going to do the same thing, long ways and out, and it's going to go the same way as these. So let me see, we want an L plate. There's one. So long ways down and out, and then long ways down and out, like so. Now we got two 1x1 open stud light grey plates. Those are going to go on top or above the L plates at the front. Okay, so it's like that. Probably adds a little bit of detail into the wheel arch here. Next we've got the two shooters. These are the missile shooters. These particular missiles here. And you're going to have, it doesn't, I don't think it actually matters which way you have it around. I think these are actually very clever. So we'll load it, push it in, and there. And to launch it, you just push down the bottom here. So do that. Right, so it launched it from that side there. Okay, so now keeping the brick the same way, I'm just going to pop that in there. And yeah, as you can see, it doesn't matter which way the launcher goes, which is kind of cool. So we're going to pop that in this bay here on the green and the red plate. So it finishes at the red plate. I'm going to put 2 of those there. So that's our 2 front missile launchers. Next we've got 2 2x2 light bluish grey plates, and they're just going to go on the L plate here, the dark tan plate, and the trans orange plate there. So it's going to go right in the corner there. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, like that. And then we've got 2 1x2 oval red plates, open stud, and they're just going to go from that plate there to this stud here, like that. I'll run another one of those. And then we've got 2 1x3 light bluish grey plates going to go straight across the L plate here and this dark tan plate at the top. So it's going to go like that. So you've got this stud gap here and stud gap here. So we want another 1x3 light bluish grey plate. Ah, there it is. And it's going to go across there like that. And now we got to make 2 of these. So we're going to put the car aside for a second, and we want 2 1x4 sand blue plates, and we're going to put a 1x2 tan plate right in the middle of it, like that. So we're going to do 2 of those, like that. And then those 2 are just going to go on these dark tan plates here. Doesn't matter which way you put them, because the plate that's on the tan plate is in the middle. So it's like that. Next we've got 2 trans orange 1x1 studs. I'm going to put those on the front, on the top, these shooters, the launchers there. So there's 2 of those. And then we've got a 1x2 tan plate going across the top of that, or above it. And then to each side of that tan plate, we're going to put another 1x2 white bracket plate with the studs hanging down. And you're going to have those hanging down towards you, like that. And another one of those. There it is. So it's to the other side there. So obviously we're going to be pinning something to the front here as well. Then just above this tan plate, we're going to put another 1x2 orange jumper plate. So it's kind of in line with the other jumper plate there. Then to each side of the jumper plate, we're going to put 1x2 tan plate, like that. And then just above that, on each side, we're going to put 1x1 open stud. I can find open stud. Is that an open stud? Yeah. 1x1 open stud circular plate on each side of these oval red plates. So another open stud just on there like that. So you got one on the right, one on the left. Next we've got so we've done those. We're gonna put that aside, and we've got a 1x3 black plate, a 1x2 plate special with the Technic hole loop at the top. Just go pop that on the left hand side, so the loop's on the left hand side. On the right hand side, we've got this stud here. We're going to put a 1x1 bracket black, but this time the plate is facing up like that. And then on these 2 stud area here, we're going to put 1x2 dark bluish grey plate in the middle, and then we're going to put a 1x1 trans orange stud on the right hand side, and then on these 2 studs here, we're going to use the 1x2 curved brick like that. So you have something like that. Oh, you know what? I've used the wrong plate. I've used the wrong plate. This is actually a tile special, I think. Right. I want the right plate. So it's not the normal 1x3 plate. Where is it? It's like a tile. These are plates. I'll move those aside. There it is. Yeah, it's still got studs on it, and it's got this nice smooth end on the bottom there. So I'm just going to put those back on, like that. There we go. So then we're going to turn it upside down, and that's why I noticed that I'd done wrong. Is the smooth end there. So we're going to put a grey Technic pin, and it's going to be the big Technic pin, and this is frictionless, so it should spin. So grey is frictionless, and I'm just going to put that in there like that, and as you can see, it is frictionless. Then we're going to attach a Technic brick, dark bluish grey with a single hole. That's just going to go onto there like that. So we got the tile up and the studs up. And that is going to go in front. So it's going to go into this 2 stud area here in between the 2 tan plates like that. And then that just tips down like so. So I guess we're going to make another one of those. We are indeed. So this time I'm going to get the right plate. 1x3 curve. That's a 1x3 plate. 1x3 plates. There it is. Right. So and then we're going to put the 1x2 Technic piece with, and this is light. I think this is light orange as well, or bright orange. This time we're going to have the hoop to the right. It don't matter because you can turn them around like that, but once you've got this starting to build, then you want to turn to the right. Then we got the bracket plate, and that's going to go on the left, and then right in the middle there, yep, it's the dark bluish grey 1x2 plate, like so. Then we've got the 1x1 trans orange stud, and that's going to be the bracket side, not the Technic brick side. And then we're going to put the 1x2 sloped or curved brick on top like that, and then turn it upside down, and we're going to put the pin, the grey frictionless pin, in there like that. And then we want the 1x2 Technic brick with the hole in the middle like that, and then like say tile up, studs up, and then we're just going to go in between the 2 tan plates there like that, and that should tip down. And then we've got this kind of interesting smooth surface here, and this kind of thing that's flipping up. All will be revealed, I guess. Okay, so next we're going to put 2 1x1 trans orange studs on the orange jumper plate. So we've got to put one on there, and then we've got to put another one on top of that stud. So you've got a stack of 2 studs there. Next we've got it looks like, yep. So it's these bars, these curved bars, a bit of hair there. It's these 2 curved bars here. Usually you would see these in CMFs in trans clear, and they would be like to make your minifigure look like they're flying, jumping, moving, whatever. So I put that aside, and we want 2 1x1 open studs, and those just could go right on the front of that stud there like that, just to extend that stud. So I'm going to do 2 of those like that, and then they're going to be situated in the open stud light grey or light bluish grey studs, one on each side. Go pop the bar inside like so. So it's kind of giving this angle, which is kind of nice. You see that there? And it's going to be angling towards the back of the car. Bag 2. Well, it's not bad for a bag 1, is it really? Pretty solid. Bag 2, we've got these 1x6, I think they're 1x6 arches. Is this him? No, we're looking for special arches. There we go. This is 1x6 special arches with the flare piece on it, and they want, obviously you want the flare piece going out, so it's going to go from that stud to that stud there, like that. So we want the other one. There it is. Waiting for it to materialize on the other side there, and you can see we're starting to build the front arch up there. Next, we want L plates. So we're going to put L plates going from this 1x3 light grey plate, but from the bottom part, and then to the over the top of the arch that we just put on there. So L plate, L plate, L plate, L plate, L plate, black L plate. There's one. So yeah, like I say, it's going to go from the bottom there like that and straight across to the arch. So going to be 2 of those. Oh, tire. Where's L plate? There it is. So again, like that, and then just above on these 2 light bluish grey studs here, we're going to put 2 1x1 dark bluish grey studs. So we're just changing the colour of it. So there's one up there and one there. Next we've got 1x2x2. I think it's 1x2x4 probably. Bracket plate like this with the 4 studs on the side. We want the black ones though, so we got 2 of those. So there's 1 and 2. Right, so and those are going to go those are going to go on the front here, so across here, but basically next to these white stud brackets here that we put in earlier, just to extend, give us 3 studs across, 2 studs at the bottom there as well. So 2 there, 1 on each side like that. Next we're going to build the headlights. Right. Now the headlights are quite interesting. We're going to use 2x2. Oh, I found another L plate. Just in case I need it. So we want 2x2 bricks. You see these usually in like light bluish grey, dark bluish grey, and black. But we got black with the 2 studs on the front. Now we're going to take this one and we're going to put on the bottom right, so the studs are going to face you. So the bottom right here, we're going to put a 1x1 dark bluish grey plate like that. I'm going to just turn it on its side so I can push it together. And so see, you got your studs facing you. It's on the bottom right of the whole 2x2 area. Because next we're going to put at the top left a 1x1 square trans clear tile. So you've got dark bluish grey at the bottom right, top left is the trans clear tile. Okay. Next, across this dark bluish grey to this black stud here, we're going to use a 1x2 sloped brick. But it's a sloped brick with a difference. It's got a little plate on the top. It's all smoothed out, so it's like tile effect. It's very cool. And that's just going to go straight across from there down to there like that. And then across these 2 studs here at the front, we're going to put dad's ramps. Now it's a 1x2 ramp piece. Call them dad's ramps because they look like the ramps that your dad would put on the car, the car on. If I can find any. Dark bluish grey dad's ramps. There we go, that's one. Now you're going to have the angle, the highest part of the angle is going to be where the grey brick is, and then the lowest part of the angle is going to be where your black your black stud is, and then we're going to put another one of those angle pieces across the stud there like that. So you got another one of those 1x2 funny things, and that is the first headlight, and that's going to be onto the front left, and you're going to have the tile, the transclear tile, still at the top right, and just push that in place without knocking the piece off. Push that in place, and then that should just go in there like that, and there's your first headlight. And this is kind of cool. It's a nice little bit of detail goes underneath the car. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So we're going to do the other side, and it's going to be opposite. So we want black 2x4 on the bottom left. This time is going to be where the dark bluish grey 1x1 plate is going to go. Top right is where the 1x1 square tile transclear is going to go. Then we've got our angle piece going from the dark bluish grey plate. Like so. And then we've got Dad's ramps. There we go. Highest point where the grey brick is, like so. And then we got another one of those angle pieces. And there's the other headlight. So just go pop that in there. This time probably won't ping off. Yay! Look at that. And like I say, it's got a nice little bit of detail going on the bottom here with those Dad's ramps. And that's your headlights. We're going to do the front. Right, so we're going to add on each side here, we're going to add another transclear 1x1 square. So another headlight's kind of like got this nice little angle, and they're extended like that. And then in the middle here, just underneath, we're just going to put a 1x2 dark bluish grey tile, and that would be your license plate or something funny, Batmobile or something. There's going to be a sticker on there. And then we're just going to panel this lot over now with some plates. So we've got the 2x8 plate. It's going to go straight across the front end like that. And then we've got two 1x3 black plates. Take those up top there. One on each side. And then we got two 2x3 plates, black, not tiles, plates. I see tiles. There we go. On the back end here from the tan plate, going straight across to the arch. So you got this nice little level area here. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side there. There we go. And now we got the flower pieces. So we got 4 flower pieces, and they're going to go one on each side of the grey Technic brick there. So we got one at top, and these are light bluish grey flower elements, and one at the bottom to add great detail. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we want some flower elements there. So there's one at the top. And there we go, one at the bottom like that. Next we got 4 black gold bullion bars, and those are going to go just in between where this angled bar is with these studs, and this should go one at the top and one below that as well. This is getting some really nice detail. And I want another 2 gold bullion bars, if I could, please. There's one. And then I want another one. There it is. So just between those bars there. And 2 dark bluish grey 1x4 plates are now just going to go straight across where the flower elements went. So we've got 2 1x4 bars just going to go straight across the top there. There it is. Like that. And we got 2 1x2 dark bluish grey tiles. They're going to go in the middle of that dark bluish grey plate, that 1x4 that we just placed. So we've got 2 of those. So there's one in the middle there, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. One in the middle there, because this now marks the area for where these 1x2 curved or sloped bricks are going to go. And they're the same sloped bricks as what we used with the headlights. See that there? So it's a nice tile, smooth finish, and it's just going to go straight across down there. And then we've got one going down here, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And that one there. So we've got this nice little arch, smooth arch going on here. We've got a nice little bit of detail going on here as well. So I've got that one, and I want one more. There it is. Like so. It's quite a heavy duty bar. Alright, so then we got this pneumatic T-bar. So the pneumatic T-bar, it has holes in each side. You got one hole there, one hole there, and one hole there, and that is for basically connecting air hoses for pneumatic Technic sets or something like that. For this, we're going to use it as gear lever. So that's going to go into this stud here, the open stud in between those 2 seats, like that. Very cool. Next, we got a 2x2 black tile, and it's just going to sit right on top of this trans orange tower, and it's just going to sit right in the middle, like so. So it's kind of hovering. So we're going to turn the car around, and we're going to do the interior. And that would be a 1x3 curved brick. And then we're going to put a 1x1 dark bluish grey plate underneath. And that would be your console. You put a sticker down the middle, and then you would pop it just right down the middle of that base plate there, like that. And now we're going to keep into the car being facing the back end towards us. We're going to put on these 2 studs here, the black stud and the dark bluish grey stud, we're going to put 2 trans dark brown, or 2 trans brown, not dark brown, plates, and it's got to be 1 on each side. And there we go. 1 on each. Oops. 1 on each side, like that. Next, we got the grate plate. So we've got a 1x2 grate plate. It's just going to go straight across here on the bottom left-hand side where this dark tan plate is. And it is a flat, I think it's a flat silver, not a grey. That might be it. Sits there like that. Nice little bit of detail. And then we got 2 flower elements going on the 2 studs here on the left, on the right hand side. So we want 2 flower elements. Grey flower elements. There's one. And second one? There it is. Near the tyres. So let's just add a little bit of detail to the interior. Great pieces to use. And then we're just going to cover that straight over with a... so we're going to go from the blue studs, the sand blue studs. We're going to go with a 1x4 brick with the 4 studs on the front and 4 studs on the top. You're going to have the 4 studs on the front facing you. So they're going to be into the interior of the car. And then, as you can see, this is not level on each side here. So on these trans brown plates, 1x2 plates, we're going to have the 1x2x4 stud hanging down brackets. And the 4 studs are going to be on the outside. So now you've got this whole nice bank of studs here going down and across. They're all joining. And it's getting quite a hefty build now with the weight wise. So I want another one of those black bracket plates. There we go. Like that. Here we go. Do the same thing, same pattern here with that 1x3 curve brick. We're going to do the same thing, but this time it's going to go sideways. So the brick and the 1x1 dark bluish grey plate, and we're going to have the curve sloping down going towards to the left, and just go pin that on these 3 studs of that brick that we just popped in there like that. There will be a sticker on there, so that would be another console. And then we're going to put a 2x, I think it's 2x8 plate going straight across the back of these dark bluish grey studs like that. We're going to have 1 stud overhanging on each side. And now we're going to use the 1x2x4 brackets, but the brackets are inverted. It's an inverted bracket. So now we've got these banker studs going up on the side here on the back end as well. They're just going to go where the black and the white stud is. So it's dark bluish grey, inverted, sits like that. As you can see, got this nice group of studs for paneling on the outside. And we're going to do the steering column. The steering column is quite clever. It's another T-bar pneumatic piece. So remember, we've got the holes. So we're going to have the middle piece sitting up, and then we're going to take the steering wheel and we just go pop that on the end of one of them. So you've got the middle piece sitting up like that. Okay, and then that's just going to go into the last stud on the front of that 1x4 brick next to that console. Just go pop that in there like that, and there you have the steering wheel. We've got a little bit of an interesting bit of detail here with the bar sticking up. You can turn it sideways, and then we're going to panel the sides here, and we're going to use these 2x8 plates. 2x8, yeah, 2x8 plates going to go from bracket to bracket straight across like that. See that? And then we're going to do that same thing on the other side like that. So now we're starting to build it up inside, and then we got 2x6 plate, light bluish grey. It's going to go from the dark tan plate like that. So you're in line with the dark tan plate, and then we're going to put 1x4. These 1x3 actually. 1x3. Where did that go? Did I catch it? I caught it somewhere. So I didn't hear it go ping on the floor. Not sure what it was though. There it is. I got it. Yeah, these are 1x3 panels. Usually 1x4 panels, and they're going to go straight across the dark bluish grey studs here. We're going to have the smooth end of the wall on the inside of the car. Okay, so like that. So you've got this nice smooth piece on the back side here, but you've got the wall on the inside of the car. So next thing is a little bit more detail. We're going to put 1x2 trans brown plates going down the side of this wall here. So I'm going to pop them in like that. Just a little bit more detail. And then we're going to do the back arches, and they're going to be the normal arches you would have seen in most Lego sets, as opposed to the flared arches on the front end. So we're going to go from stud to stud, like that, each side. There we go. And then we got 10 plates that are going to go, the L-shaped plates are going to form, like, if you would, you're looking at it like this, it's going to be an arch. So got the 10 plate there, like that. So corner plates on each side. Okay. And then you're going to use, instead of a 1x2, you're going to use 2 1x1 dark tan plates to just finish that bridge off. So yeah, you got this nice little bridge. Next, we're going to put is that 1x4 going straight across the middle of the arch, and it's a dark bluish grey plate, so it's like that. So now we've got these 1x2 dark tan studs going down the side, and on each corner at the bottom of these dark tan, we're going to put a 1x1 dark tan plate. So one at the bottom there, and nothing in the top right or left. Okay, so I'm going to put one and one, like that. Ah, cool. Right, so we're going to be doing the rear of the engine bay, basically. So we're going to use this 4x6 inverted plate with 3 holes in the middle here. Okay, and that's going to go in the top part here, like that. And we should have this 2x6 stud area here, and that is going to be for 1x6 inverted plate, just to extend it. It brings it in line with the arch, which is nice. And then we're going to finish a little bit of detail with a grey plate, and it's going to be a silver one. I'll find a silver one. Yep, flat silver, and it goes at the bottom in the middle. Great little plates for, you know, giving a little bit of detail. Then we're going to put a 2x3 sloped brick. Now your slope is going to slope into the middle of the car. It's going to slope down into the car. It's going to be right in the middle on your bay here. It's going to be your engine, where your engine is. And we're going to make another one of those tan arches. So we're going to use a 2 of the L plates. It's a bit of a shorter arch, but it's the same kind of arch as what you had at the top here. And we got a little bit of detail. So we've got this rather cool 1x2 roof piece with an overhang. Now the overhang is going to face towards the car, so the center of the car. So it's going to go on these 2 light bluish grey studs there, like that. So you got this kind of interesting hook piece here, and then just on these 2 studs here, dark bluish grey, just underneath the arch, we're going to put 1x2 by 4. I think it's 1x2 by 4. Yeah, it's 1x2 by 4 dark bluish grey bracket inverted. It's just going to sit on there like that with the 4 studs facing out. And then we're just going to bit of engine detail. So we're going to take these plates here. These are pretty cool special plates. 2x2 plate with a 1x2 plate mounted in the middle, studs on one side, anti-studs on the other side. And so on the stud side, we're going to take the 1x2 plate with the 3 bars, so 3 small bars there. And it's going to go there, like that. And then just on top of that, we're going to put the grate plate, another flat silver on top, and you got one of those little pieces there. So we're going to put 2 of those. So again, there's that, and the plate, and then the grate plate. We want a grate plate. There we go. And so these are going to go facing inwards. So on these, on the tan arches, this is where the tan arches are, right at the back here. You're going to have the bars inwards, like that. Okay, so the bars are going to meet in the middle, like that. So there's absolutely no reason why you should put, well actually there is, why you should use the grate plates. The grate plates are good for detail, but they're tiles. If you put plate in there, these would never meet up in the middle. So you could use tiles instead of the grate plates, because the grate plates don't get seen at all. So if you don't have any of those grate plates, then that's okay. So we want 2 more grate plates. Those are going to go straight across the back end here of the dark bluish grey plate. So we got 2 of those. There's one. Get quite a few of these in this set. And I want another one. This is where I'm going to go grate plate blind. Or not. Found it. Straight across there like that. Some nice colours. The colour palette is pretty cool. Dark tan, black, dark bluish grey. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice little colour palette. So along here at the back, we're going to line the edges here. We're going to use these 2x2 plates with the, or bricks with the 2 studs on the front, and just going to have them line up straight across here. There is something wrong. There is something wrong. I may have missed something. Yeah, there should be black tiles here. 1x1 black tiles at the top. Yeah. And they're square as well. 1x1 square black tiles. Just here. At the top. What else are we missing here? Yeah, that should be level. It's not. I totally messed up. I think. Okay, so take those tan plates off. Now we got the level playing field. Yeah. So yeah, those 10 plates at the top there. I was one too many. I repeated the step. Now we can line them up. And there should be, not that one. It should be 3 on each side with the studs facing out. Yep, sorry about that, folks. So yeah, if you were following me, take those 10 plates off. Take them off now. There's dark tan plates. There we go. There we go. Right. It is quite a detailed build, to be fair. So making mistakes is one of those things. So don't beat yourself up if you've made a mistake. So we're going to take the traffic light brick. This is traffic light brick. I call it traffic light brick because it kind of reminds me of one. It's 1x2. Well, it's a 1x1 by 2 high brick with 2 studs at the front and 1 on the top. Like I say, kind of reminds me of traffic light. Go tip it over. So we got the stud on the top is going to the left, and then we're going to put 2 1x2 trans brown plates on top, like that. And then we're going to take this 1x2 trans brown panel. And you're going to have the flat end on the back. Okay, you're going to have this wall on the back, bench at the top. So we're going to do 2 of those, but we're going to do another one reversing the side. So this is going to go basically in the wall here. Now then, it's going to go from this stud here and across. So it should sit like that, and it kind of makes a back window. Right? So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So this is traffic light brick. I'm going to have the stud to the right. And then I'm going to put me trans dark brown or trans brown plates on top, and then the panel, and then stand it up, and it's like that. Then we got 2 trans brown panel plates, and they're just going 1 on each side here from those posts, like that. And then we've got the 2 sippy cup pieces that are just going to go below that. So there's these round pieces with the bar on top, or pin, and I want 2. So I want another sippy cup piece. Circular piece with a pin on top. There it is. Just at the bottom. Like that. Next we're going to have L shape. And the L shape is going to go, oh actually, you know what, we're going to put some more 1x2 trans dark brown first. Trans brown. So it's going to go from the trans brown plate at the top of the trans brown plate and out towards the edge. See that? So it's going from the trans brown. So you're kind of making an L plate. And again at the top and out. Like that. Now we can put an L plate, and it's going to go below this trans brown plate. It's going to go, L plate is going to go down the side of the sippy cup piece. So it's going to go like that. I want another L-shaped plate. Same thing again. Oh, now we've got some exhausty looking thing. Right, cool. We're going to build 2 of these. So we want this curved tube piece. We want 2 of those. So I've got to find another one. There it is. Got to put that aside. And we're going to put a blue Technic pin in there, and it's going to be with the axle and the pin. So we're going to put the axle into the tube. So we're going to do that on the other side, like that. And then we're going to put this bucket element. It's not a bucket. Sorry, it's a silver, flat silver fez. You can see these as fez on minifigures and stuff like that. Usually they're red or some sort of purple, and you can pop them on top, and it's like a fez hat. See that? Pie hat. So that's what they were. So I'm going to change that back for his hair. Penguin's very vain. There we go. So yeah, that's what these are. These are fez elements, and that's going to sit on the other side of the tube like that. So you've got this nice flared exhaust or pipe look. So we want another one of those fez pieces. There we go, like that. And then we're going to put the blue pin into a 1x2 Technic brick with single hole in it, like that. Holds it in place. Go and find another one. There we go, like that. And then those are going to be mounted at the back, so they're going to go across this light bluish grey plate here. So they're going to go at the back there, like that. And that is a really cool looking thing already. I like that. I like that a lot. There's a lot going on here. So we're going to do a little bit of detailing with the panels. I'm going to have the car facing me, or it's going to be to the right. The front of the car is to the right, the rear of the car is to the back. We're going to put a 1x6, by the looks of things, yeah, it looks like a 1x6 black tile, and then you would put a sticker on that 1x6 tile. And we're also putting across here the white and black stud here. We're putting a 1x2 trans brown tile plate. And then on top of the trans brown plate, we're putting no, actually, is it on top? No, it's not. It's just below the tile is a 1x1 dark tan plate, and then it's going to be a square. I think that's a square. It's like a 1x1 square tile next to it. So you got the dark tan plate, and then to the right is the tile, and then we've got a 2x2 angled plate with 2 studs on it. I'm going to find the right side. So you're going to have the 2 studs at the top like that. It's going to go in the top right hand of this line of studs here, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So it's the 1x6 tile straight across there. Then it's going to be the trans brown 1x2 plate across the white and the black studs there at the bottom, and then it's going to be the dark tan plate, and then a 1x1 square black tile. And then we want our angled plate, and it's going to go straight across these 2 top left hand studs here like that. Bag number 3, the final bag, folks. Right, so we're going to finish off this. So we're going to put a 1x2 cheese wedge, and the cheese wedge is going to be sloping down to the bottom of the car. Okay, so you got this kind of ridge or ledge at the top here, and that ledge is going to be covered over by a 2x2 cut corner 45-degree tile, and you're just going to have that cover that like that, and the tile is going to slope down towards the middle of the car, giving that nice little bit of curve. And then we go put 2 2x2 curved bricks along the side there, so that kind of comes in line with the 1x6 tile at the top. And then we got 2x3 tile, black, and a dark bluish grey 1x2 plate with the bar on the end. I'm just going to put that on the bottom there with the bar on the left hand side, and then just going to pop that across these white studs, white stud and black stud here, straight across like that. So this bar is underneath the wheel arch, because that bar for the wheel arch is going to have a little bit of detail. It's going to have, is it this one? It's the bar here with a clip and a hole at the bottom, hole at the bottom, we are going to put an energy element, and it's going to be one of those bursts. Just going to pop that underneath there like that, and then that is going to clip to that bar underneath the arch like that. So it kind of looks like we got a little bit of exhaust going on. And we're just going to add a little bit of detail to the underneath of this part of the arch here. We're going to use 1x1 inverted bracket. On top of the stud of the inverted bracket, we're putting a 1x1 cheese wedge, black. And we're going to have the cheese wedge sloping off the back end of that bracket. Turn the bracket over, so now the cheese wedge is sloping downwards. We've got the top of the stud here from the bracket, and that's just going to go and mount under there. And it just gives a nice little bit of a shape there. It's a little bit of a flimsy fit, but it's a nice little shape there for the front of the front wheel arch there. So it's not bad, is it? It's not bad at all. Getting these little contours and stuff is really kind of cool, the whole shape of everything. So now we're going to go across the top of the wheel arch here. This is a, what is that? That's 2, 4, 6. There's 7 studs going across there, but we're going to use 6. And basically we're going to put another 1x2 cheese wedge. And this time it's going to slope into the center of the car. And we're going to have 2 more of those. I can pick them up. Like that. Yep. Can't pick them up. There we go. Like that. So you can see it's sloping into the center of the front of the car. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Wow. It's like the easiest things to pick up ever. Yep, like that. And then we're just going to go around the front of the vehicle. We're going to use this bar here, which is a 1x8 stud area. And so first of all, what I'm going to do is going to take the 1x2 angled curved tile. Bit of a mouthful. We're going to have the slope going in from the left into the middle, so or into the right. So the right hand side will have the longest point. See that? Right hand side has the longest point. That's going to go on the left hand side of the vehicle. So now you've got this nice curve going in, and then we're going to go 2x2, 2x2, 2x2. So we've got 3 2x2 curved bricks going across the middle, one in there, and another one there, which now leaves us with 1 stud there for the right hand side. So this time it should be the longest point on the left hand side of the curved tile. I'm going to put that in on the right hand side there, and as you can see, it kind of makes this nice little curved front. Next we're going to go back over this side here, and we're going to do just exactly what we've done here on this side here. So we're going to start off with the 1x2 cheese wedge. Again, have it sloping down, so you've got this ridge at the top. The dark grey stud, dark tan stud, sorry, is going to be covered over by the 2x2 45-degree angle tile over the top like so. Then we've got the 2x2s curved bricks going down all the way up to the edge of the tile there, and then we got that 2x3 tile with the 1x2 plate with the bar on the end. We'll find it. 1x2 plate with the bar on the end. There it is. Well, this time the bar is going to be on the right hand side, because remember that bar is going to be for the clip for the exhaust burst. And then it's just going to go straight across these studs here like that, so that that bar is under the arch. And we're going to get the bar There we go, bar with the clip and the hole. Then we go get the burst, put the burst into the hole, and then clip that to the bar. There we go, there's our second burst, and I think we caught up with that. Oh yeah, we got to do the front piece on the arch there. That's the inverted 1x1 plate bracket, and a 1x1 cheese wedge black sloping off the back, and then turn it over, and then that just goes in the front there like that. Next we have the back board of the vehicle, so we go using we're going to turn it to so the front is away from us, and the back is towards us. And on these dark grey studs here, these 1x4 area here, that's going to be for a 1x4 trans brown brick. That's going to go straight across there like that. And then in the middle of that brick, we're going to put a 1x2 trans red plate, and then on each side of the trans red plate, we're going to put a 1x1 black plate to bring that level with the sides like that. So it's kind of like the brake light. And then we got a 1x4 tile going straight across the top. That's black 1x4 tile going straight across the top like so. And then let's see, what's this? This is a cheese wedge 1x1 on each of these light bluish grey studs here, sloping in along the vehicle. So sloping down towards the vehicle, not towards the back but towards the front. So there's two of those. And then we've got 2x2 cheese wedge, no, 1x2 cheese wedge going from the trans brown plate to the L plate like that, again sloping in towards the middle of the vehicle. And then just below that we've got a 1x1 cheese wedge doing the same thing, sloping in towards the engine. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side there. So we've got 1x2 and then a 1x1 like that. And then we got some little bit of work on the back here. So we got an inverted 1x2 brick. There's going to be one on each corner. So we're going to do that. So we want 1x2 inverted brick black off the end there, and the other one, there it is, like that. And then just on the inside of that, we're going to put these 1x1 flat silver cones. So it's just going to go to the side like that. And next is two oval dark bluish grey oval plates are going to go from that cone to the inverted brick. So we want there we go, plate going straight across from the cone to the inverted brick, and want another one. That would be helpful. There it is, like that. Next we got trans light blue 1x1 studs. They're going to go on the right hand side of this oval plate, so it's like that. So it's in line with these grey studs here. So I'm going to put another one there on the other side like that. And then we've got two cheese wedges 1x1, one going below each sippy cup piece there, and they're going to be sloping in towards the engine again as well. So 1x2, there we go, 1x1. So it's one there, So it's not 1x2s, it's the 1x1 cheese wedge. And there's the other one. So they're just going to go below those pieces there, like that. Now we got the 1x2s that are going to go straight across and go to the oval plates. And those would have stickers on as well. Like that. This is really cool. Nice little bit of engine detail. I love the engine bay. It's looking very good. The build itself is just fantastic. If you guys are thinking about picking this up, or you wanted to find you thought about building this, definitely good build. Definitely a good build. So 1x2 inverted bracket plates, and on this we got studs on the front and studs on top. Studs on the top we got 1x2 jumper plate. We're going to do 2 of those. So there's our jumper plate, there's our bracket on top, and then these are just going to go off this stud here. Now that's going to be a bit precarious for now. So you're going to have the jumper plate line up with the blue or translight blue stud. If you have it on the edge there, it's not going to line up. You don't want it on the edge. So you want this inverted brick to sit inside that middle of that pin there. Like that. Because we're going to put something across here and it's going to hold it in place. Right now it's going to be very flimsy because you're just holding on to a pin. And that is a 1x4 black tile. It's going to go straight across. So like I say, it's going to go across these pins here, these studs here, to the blue stud, to the middle of the jumper plate. If it doesn't line up with the middle of the jumper plate's in the wrong place. Just move it over a little bit. Tile. Whoops. It's a very cool build technique to get a certain shape. And then we would add tail lights. So this is what the tail lights would be. So the front studs there, you would have 1x2 cheese wedges, and they would be sloping down towards the bottom, or the bottom of the car. They would be sloping down, and you would have brake light stickers on there. Where's the other cheese wedge? There it is. You put brake light stickers on these cheese wedges there, because those would be his rear lights. Alright, turn the vehicle round. We're going to do the back arch. So we ain't got that many pieces left. So we're going to take 1x3 black plate, and we're going to put a 2x2 slope brick, and that's going to go on the left hand side, leaving this right hand side stud. On the right hand side stud, we're going to take the curved pointed brick plate tile. I'll get there eventually. And you want the longest point at the bottom, okay, like that. If you have the other one, you're going to have the longest point at the top. See that? So that's at the top, at the bottom. Okay. So then you're going to put that across. Let's see. That's going to go across the top of the angled plate here. So you're going to put the bottom of this curved brick on those studs there, like that. And then we've got this nice curved or sloped plate with 3 studs, and that's going to go from the top there like that. See that? And then we're going to do the engine piece. So we're going to clip a whole load of these right angle bars with clips on the end, and they're going to clip on each piece of this bar here. So in fact we can get 3 on there. So it's one at the top, one in the middle, and one at the bottom. So we're going to put one in the top, one in the middle, love that click, one at the bottom, like that, and then just angle them down a little bit so they go into the bodywork. It looks really, really cool. it looks like. Very, very cool. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Oops. It can be a little bit fiddly, so just pop them in there. Move it down, pop it in, and then move it down, and pop it in, and then move it down, and there you have. That is fantastic. I'm going to have to say I love the detail on it. This whole build is a very, very cool build. It might not look much on the box or anything like that, but you know, the actual build is, it's a really good, enjoyable build. So we're going to take the 1x2 clip here, plate with the clip on the end here, and on the right hand side, so not the clip side, we're going to put a 1x1 black plate like that. We're going to build 2 of these, so we need to find the other plate with a clip, and another 1x2 plate. There we go, a 1x1 plate, sorry, on the end like that. And then we go take 1x4? Yes, 1x4 curved brick with 2 steps in it. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the steps over like that. So you got the clip basically underneath the curve. Oh, we're going to put the Harry Potter one in the clip. That's interesting. So the hilt of the Harry Potter one is going to go right in that clip there, and then it should. You just put it in there and push it gently, maybe. Okay. I would have thought. Oh, there you go. Got it. That's interesting. That's a pretty cool build technique. I like that. So we're going to do 2 of those. So curved brick. Make sure the curve is right underneath that clip. Harry Potter wand. Let's see if I can get this one in. Yay! Easier. And it kind of pivots around a little bit, but not by much. Okay. It does definitely tilt up and down a bit better. So these are going to go straight across from this stud here to these 2 studs here next to the buckets. Right. So it's going to go in line with the tile here. Oh, this is cool. Nice little bit of detail. That's a nice little bit of detail. Let's see if I can poke that up a bit. There we go. That is some very cool detail. And then same on the other side. And it lines up nicely with that tile going straight across the backboard there as well. But yeah, there you go. That's really, really cool. I'm very impressed with this. I'm very impressed with this. Did I say I was impressed with this? Alright, so we're going to have 2x2 light bluish grey tile. And we're going to have these, like, this is a plate special that usually looks like motorbike forks, you know, where the front wheel would be. So you've got to have forks here, the steering piece on the top here. So yeah, it's that kind of plate. That's going to go on one half of the grey plate. And then on the other half, we've got these even more exaggerated looking motorbike fork pieces. And that's going to go on the other side like that. So you've got this kind of interesting pieces going up and down there. Across the middle on these 4 studs here, we're going to put the 2x2 tile special with a jumper plate in the middle, and we're going to put printed speed dial or a printed dial like that. See that? So that printed tile is going to go onto this one here. So it's going to be at the top right hand side. And then at the bottom here, we're going to put a shiny metallic silver 1x1 stud like that. And then on the 2x2 jumper plate here, we're going to put printed in radar dish with the pattern on it I was telling you about earlier on. There you go. That is really cool. That is really cool. Some nice detail. Very nice detail. Oh, okay. So we got an energy element thing going on. So is it this one? I think it's this one. And it flares out like so. So you're going to put the pin into the dish like that. Then we're going to put a 1x1 stud trans light blue on top, and then on top of that we got the trans blue. Where is it? Did I knock it off? We got a trans blue cone. Right, top, and then on top of that we have this really cool energy element here, which is like a burst of, I don't know, blue flame coming out of the back. It actually looks kind of like some sort of hologram of a tower or something in a video game, doesn't it? It's like that's the hologram base. But actually, that's a really cool mock right there. That's a pretty cool mock for a hologram base. You know, one of those towers or something, or a mothership, or a ship, or anything. Anyway, we're gonna pin this whole structure to these 4 studs here, and we're gonna have the dial at the top like that. So there you go. Boom! That is awesome. This is definitely definitely a set that I would love to have picked up. I got this for a birthday present from my brother and his wife. So I don't know if I would have bought this otherwise, because like I say, it doesn't look really that great on the box, but when you build it, it's an absolute fantastic build. Anyway, we're going to take the 1x3 plate, we're going to do the 2x2 curved brick, and again we want the pointed brick with the curved plate with the long piece on the left hand at the bottom. And then we're going to pop that on these 2 studs here over the top, and then we got our angled plate, just going to go straight across those studs there like that, finishing the back end off like that. Underneath we are going to just reinforce a little bit at the bottom here with the inverted 1x1 curved bricks, and it's just going to go from the inside there like that. Not quite sure. Yay, they ping off really easy. I didn't get that on properly. I'm not quite sure what the purpose is of this yet, so could be aesthetics, could be some sort of practical reason. There we go. Like that. Oh, it's axle. Ah, okay, I see. It's marking where the axle's going, because this is where the axle is, and that's just going to go straight across the top there and be in line with the curved brick there. So, and then we're going to put another curved brick inverted on the other side. That's what it is. It's the axle. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Well, oops. There we go, like that. So that's your rear axle. And then we're going to put a, okay, so we've got 2x4 plate. We're going to put a 2x2 plate right in the middle, and then we're going to turn it over, and then that's just going to go straight in between the axle plates there, like that. Oh, that's what I was waiting for, the skid plates. The skid plates, boat plates. We're going to put 2x2 boat plates, and they're going to be in each corner of the axle. There's one. Oh dear. And 2. I'll put that back in there. Like that. And there's going to be 4 down here. So we've got 3 going across the front. So we're going to put one in the middle. And so they're going to start off there. So they're going to in between those 4 pieces there. And then we've got another one just below it. So it's going to be in between those 2 pieces there. So it's 4 pieces hold down there. And then 1 on each side. Usually to strengthen things up, but it also makes things skid. So if you had this like this was now without wheels in it or anything like that, you skid it across your carpet or your hard floor or even your desk, it would, see, it would do pretty good. So that's what these plates are for. Originally for boats and stuff. Right, so now we're going to do the wheels. Now the wheels. Okay, so these tyres, pins going everywhere. So we've got these tyres, we've got 4 tyres. And we're going to use the rims, pop the rims into the tyres. Doesn't matter which way at the moment, I don't think. Oh, it does actually. Okay, so we want the spokes on the Lego group side. It says Lego group on your tyre. Because on the other side, oh no, it says the same thing. It says the same thing. So no, it definitely doesn't matter which way you do them, which is cool. These tyres are a little bit misshaped. There we go. There we go. Much better. I'll just put those in there. Move it around a bit. Get that tyre lined up with the rim. Perfect. And again. That one went all right. And that one didn't go right. Just pop the tyre out a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Then on the back, we're going to put these blue pins in there. And you're going to go the long piece in so the stud's sitting out. Like that. So we could do those. And that's going to be on the non-spoke side. Okay. Like that. And then you're going to put the half oval tile on the pin. Like that. So you kind of disguised the wheel. Like that. And then on the other side where the spokes are, so we're obviously using the industrial side and not the spoke side. On the spoke side, we're going to be putting the Technic pin frictionless. And see, that's what's going to join. And then you just pop them into the holes. So this one's going to go into the center. Like that. And that one. And then these going to go into those grey Technic bricks like that. Oh, there's one in there. Like that. And that's your wheels done. Hey, it rolls pretty good. It rolls pretty good. Now we got to do the roof. The roof would have a sticker on it. Okay, what's quite sure what sticker it would have. So we're going to use this what is this? 4x6 plate special with 4 studs going down each side and 6 going across the bottom. It's going to sit on the top of the canopy piece. You're going to have the studs at the back. So it's going to be like that. So it's going to be smooth at the front and then studs at the back there. And then just going to pop that across the top like so. And it's kind of a modular style. See that? It's a kind of a being able to pop it off and on. It's not a very secure fit, to be fair. It's not a very secure fit. It does pop off quite easy, so could lose that. Be careful with that. Ooh, there we got some flame pieces coming out of here. So we got, these are exhausts as well. So we want what, big flame pieces? Yeah. And pop those into those open studs. That's why we use open studs on those particular pieces. Like that. Yes, look at that. Oh my gosh, this screams energy and action. Really, it is a fantastic build. It is a really fantastic build, and it's looking really, really cool. Like I say, it was the car build is very much Speed Champion style. Next is to, okay, so it's kind of cool that you got 2 extra missiles. Lego know us too well. There we go. And then to activate it, you just push these down. Okay. So, and you can fire them both at the same time by just holding them both down. So it's these tiles here, or you can hit each one. So if I fire the right hand one, there we go, and then the left hand one, that's cool. And you can, like say, you can fire both. I'm not going to load it again because I'm going to lose them. I will lose them. So yeah, the car looks absolutely awesome. And that is the build finished. Now I got some energy effects here that I didn't need. I got spare flower piece, pin, and bullets, and a grey. And so that's not their headpiece. But yes, this is a fantastic looking Batmobile, or just a fantastic car model to build. And like I say, this being like a holographic projection of a tower or something like that, and you put that on a mock and stick the whole thing on the table, that would look cool. So I would love to see someone do that. Let me know if you've done it. Post your pictures in Discord of your mock with that tower. That'd be cool. The engine bay is brilliant. The whole detail of the engine is just really, really cool. Very simple, but very clever. Nice angles in the engine bay as well. And it's, yeah, it is definitely a, let's take this off so you can see beyond there. It's definitely a really cool detailed build. Definitely a cool detailed build. Highly recommend it, and a big thank you to my brother and his wife for buying it for me for my birthday, because like I say, I don't think I would have bought this myself, because the box just didn't look appealing. I haven't seen the film. I've heard mixed things about the film, that it's not a overly great film. I don't know. Who am I to judge? I haven't seen it. But there you go, folks. That is Batmobile. It is so cool. It is so cool. I'd love to build the Technic version. There's a big Technic version, isn't there? I would love to build that. That would be cool. Maybe we'll get some parts for that eventually. And then you got your 2 minifigures as well, which are really cool minifigures. The printing on them is just absolutely fantastic. I'm not sure you're going to see that because it's not going to focus. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Well worth getting, 100%. Anyway, folks, if you enjoyed this long video, yeah, it was a long video, sorry. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy the video, give it a thumbs down. Do you have this set? Do you still have it mint sealed? That'd be cool. It's starting to earn its investment now, which is nice. What went out 2021? So yeah, it's retired. It's starting to pick up on the investment, so that's kind of cool. It's a fantastic build, guys. Definitely do it. Definitely do it. And also, don't forget, put your notifications on for when we go live, when we do more build videos, and when we've got community posts in the community section of YouTube channel, and also for the shorts videos as well. I will catch you in the next one. I'm Sean from BRIT'N Bricks. Peace.